Well, look what just showed up. The very first motorcycle that ATP is going to build. Now, I've built a few motorcycles, but not since I started ATP. We've been doing cars and trucks, and something's been missing out of my life. And you're looking at it right now. I really miss tinkering with motorcycles, building motorcycles, so that's why we're going down this path. I have made a list of 50 motorcycles that I want to build, ride, or own. And I'm still working on that video. It's a very, very time-consuming video to figure out how to edit, all that kind of stuff. It's a little out of my league what I'm trying to do there. But I will have a video coming out of my top 50 bikes that I'm trying to acquire or want to ride. And this was on it. A TL1000S. This is a 1999. I was searching for a 97 just because, you know, that was the scariest one to ride for most people. 97 didn't have the steering stabilizer from what I've been reading. 98 had a few issues, and apparently 99, they solved almost all of the issues. This bike needs a lot. It's been crashed. The forks need to be replaced, but it came with a set of forks. All the chrome is rusted, seals toast. All the brake calipers need rebuilding. They're ugly. Lots of corrosion from being near the salt water. We need a radiator, overflow tank. It needs a lot. It needs a front tire. Needs all the body panels either repaired or replaced. Haven't decided yet. Now, when I was working at Daytona Motorsports, at the time, they were the largest motorcycle wrecking yard in BC and possibly Canada. And I started there sweeping floors and emptying garbages, and then worked my way into the scrapyard where my job was to just disassemble motorcycles, label all the parts, and they would sell them. Well, in 1997, the very first TL1000 showed up with the infamous death wobble, but it was still running. It just had the fairings all messed up. So every day I would go to work, and I would fire up the TL1000 and do launches in the scrapyard. I would literally race the bike right down the center aisle through all the motorcycles just to do launches. It was so much fun. And then I went to work for Suzuki, and I got to ride a TL1000S that Yoshimura had been testing products on, and it was an absolute animal. It had the race throttle, all the pipes, everything that they could think of to throw at it back then, and it was just a wheelie monster. It was either all the throttle was on or all off because of the race throttle, but it was so much fun. Just a hooligan bike, and I always wanted one, and now I got one. Okay, so what's the plan? Well, we're going to tear all the bodywork off, get started on that right away. I would like to see a really dark candy apple red. You know, sand down the frame, polish the wheels for now. Eventually, I would like to do carbon fiber wheels on this, but they are about $6,000. So, we got some work to do. That means I got to make some more money. Haven't decided on what I'm doing for pipes. Those are aero pipes, and they're damaged on the other side. Part of me wants to just shorten them. I like classic parts. You can't get aero pipes for these anymore, it seems. And we'll go through the motor. Yes, I would love to do the big bore kit in this thing. They make a 1098 big bore, which if you go bigger than that, apparently guys have a lot of problems. You know, we have to change all the fluids and all that kind of stuff. Change the spark plugs and give it a full tune-up. Part of me wants to drop the motor out, part of me doesn't. We'll see. See what I find once we get into it. Oh yes, I also want to do all the wheel bearings, swing arm bearings, triple tree under there. It's all rusty, so we're going to replace all of that. But I have no idea how long it takes to get parts for these right now, so I got some Googling to do and some phone calls to make. By the looks of it, it came from Alberta, Blackfoot Motorsports. I love the TL1000 headlight. But there you go. We got a builder for the channel. So, over the next week, I'm going to tear this thing down and hopefully have an update for you shortly. Oh boy, I can't wait to ride it.